News wasn't open.
Recording in progress.
No, right on the main road.
Okay.
Yeah. If you head towards the bridge to go up to Indian Island, it's on the left. And that,
Paul Bunyan thing today.
You and Amy kind of match.
so if you
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
right.
expensive, remember you're getting
Like, you guys
3 or
both have
4
like
meals out of
leggings on
one.
that I think look the
Yeah.
same.
Kind of. I have red plaid.
Sure to
Yeah.
shade.
on.
Oh yeah, we got the plaid day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. That memo.
I missed the plaid memo too.
Oh, me too. I was like, come on, we're gonna coordinate,
I
people.
think it was,
Have you-
I
has
saw it
anybody
was
been
1
to the,
degree.
Oh, yeah. Lara,
Are they fleece lined? I
with the,
No,
the
I
No,
have
my
some.
daughter-
I also have one
my
that has a
daughter.
fleece line on the
Yes,
inside.
and she was
No.
very happy. What is the,
I've been
what
trying
are
I
to
wanted to wear
try
a
it.
It's not,
dress.
what are they called?
So then you gotta wear those.
The thing that,
The bow bow ones,
yes,
right?
yes, and she said she was very impressed.
Even if it wasn't tasty, it's fun to say.
Oh, I had bao buns.
Bubble tea, you know.
Are those the ones in the dough, like the puffy? Yeah, he makes those sometimes.
I'm gonna
Sienna's.
take a minute and jump in and welcome Val, actually, and welcome, we've got a few folks
Yeah.
here in person who, we got Sue and
Amy.
sorry. Looking at the mic instead of the, anyway, welcome to Val, because she doesn't normally show up. She presented today, so I thought I heard it say hi.
We're glad she showed up since she's presenting.
Yeah. And that's a great segue because it's 12:08, so we will get started. Marita, do we have to go through? Are we reviewing the minutes from our meeting? You're gonna have to help me through this.
We usually do it at
Do
the
it at the
end,
end. No? Okay. I just wanted to make sure so I didn't like
but skip
forget
it.
it.
I
and
did not
just-
bring the camera.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
Welcome to the Tuesday Forum.
We keep
We,
losing
for all
you
those
on
who
the
may not
internet.
know, we are one of Maine's networking group. We hope to be one of the largest.
Guys, you guys keep breaking up. We're losing you. We're only getting every other word. The connection is not good.
End of the year. Oh my.
Hi, Emily. Can you hear me?
Yes, I
I
can
think-
hear you.
I think they all left. I don't know if they're going to sign back in or if we should go off.
Looks
And
like Laura's signing on as a host. Maybe she thinks she has better connectivity,
okay,
but I can't hear.
yeah, I don't see them or hear them. And it said up at the top that the host left, the Tuesday Forum tablet left. So maybe we can wait a few minutes and then possibly leave this meeting and see if we can rejoin. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a new twist,
they're not online.
right?
They forum people. I see Laura's up there. We have 10 people and is that all? It's not even bringing them up. Normally, oh, there they are. Let's see. Oh, Tuesday Forum is on, but they're muted.
And I don't
Oh.
hear them at all. There's
we could say-
Chelsea.
We could say hello amongst each other. Oh, there we go. We got a post.
Okay, I see him now and I can.
Okay. I feel like we're a little more stable now, as stable as we're gonna get. So again, welcome to Tuesday Forum. I'm not going to go through it all again, but just make sure that you like, post, share, comment on everything Tuesday Forum social media, because it really not only helps get Tuesday Forum out there, but it also helps promote our speakers and get their name out there as well. So make sure that you are active on the Tuesday Forum social media, please. We're going to go around and you'll have your 30-second intro where you get to speak a little bit about yourself or your services. We are going to keep it to the 30 seconds. So if you hear the bell ring once, you are dangerously close to being done. If it's twice, we're muting you and we're moving on.
Bam.
There we go. We're going to start with the folks online, and the first person I see on my screen is Susan. So we'll go Susan, followed by Robin.
Hi everyone, Susan Habib, and I'm a brand ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. Why do we supplement? Well, with our Western diets, we're definitely overfed and undernourished. So please consider the quality products from Plexus. They have been clinically tested and are proven to work, and they do what they say they do. If you want to reach me, I put my info in the chat. Thank you, Susan from Plexus Worldwide.
Excellent. Thank you, Susan. If you can hear me, we're going to move to Robin, and then I'm going to actually back out of Zoom, because I feel like if we had one less screen taken up internet bandwidth, it will be better, and then we can pass that around. So, Robin, you can go ahead and do your thing, and then Edie, you can follow her.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. This is Robin Libby. I am your beauty confidence coach, and I help women to look and feel confident on camera. And I'm showing you a perfect example of how you don't look so good when you're in the wrong color. This wall, I had to move offices, and this is so warm. This color is a pine green, so I don't look so hot today. So I'm a perfect example of why you should wear your right color. If you'd like more information, just give me a call, 290-2256.
Okay, hi, I'm Edie Howland, and I'm a representative for Juice Plus, which gives you 40 raw vine ripened plant foods every day if you take these. And we have 44 published gold standard clinical trials proving how effective Juice Plus is. And the team that I'm on with Juice Plus, we generate 10 million in sales every month. So this is the most widely sold nutritional supplement in the world. And if you know anyone who would like to join me in the business, I'd be glad to provide them with some information.
Excellent. Thank you, Edie. Emily, you're next, followed by Danielle. Yeah, she's the presenter, so.
Hi, everybody. I've lowered the volume on my speaker, so I hope that's as per request of the audio person. So that'll cut into my. Anyways, I'm Emily Cambria. I'm an occupational therapist, and I am a digital wellness educator and a Plexus ambassador as well. So a good referral for me are overwhelmed and stressed out moms that have all this work demands on them, and also the new media habits that are causing more harm than good. I use proven methods and tools to help guide families back to optimal health and wellness and ideal punctuality. I'm Emily Cambria. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Emily. Danielle, you're up.
Hello, Danielle Abbott here with Danielle Abbott Coaching, and I do leadership coaching and development and women's empowerment coaching and goal coaching. But I also believe that self-care is so important when you're in the corporate world and with all of the stressors, much of which Emily just talked about. So I'm also a Reiki practitioner, and I host a Monday meditation every Monday. So I just wanted to invite you guys, if you're interested, if you need to release some stress, if you need to calm and slow your body, Monday night meditation right in Brewer. So I am Danielle Abbott, Danielle Abbott Coaching.
Thank you.
Hey, folks, it's a terrible echo.
Well, I don't know. Is one of those screens? Can we mute one of those on?
They're all muted.
They're all
Ask if
muted.
anybody else is having.
I don't think the two Tuesday Forum in-person ones are muted. They don't appear muted from our side.
They're not.
You get the device muted.
That's muted.
So we just need this one that's hooked up to the mic, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
What if I talk now? No.
Go for it. No, it's still echoing. Well, let's just disconnect this one then. We won't do the share screen.
It's like we can hear ourselves in the room.
That's annoying.
Can
Just need the volume.
Are you guys getting an echo there at the selfie space too?
no.
But we also have people.
Okay, we're hearing it online. It makes it really hard to do your presentation.
See, we're
because
not
you
muted.
Hear yourself seconds later. Very distracting.
Can we do on the blue laptop? Can we just hit mute in the corner of that one?
Because we're not muted.
Yeah, that's.
Now we can't hear you in the room.
That they're putting out.
Okay. Better?
Now you can hear us. Is there still an echo?
No response.
No one dares to talk.
Is there an
There's
echo? There's still an echo.
Okay, Valerie's not muted. Can we get Valerie to mute? And
It sounds like there still is an echo.
Valerie and Ian, you.
Laura, can you mute your personal computer? Would that the one that you're?
I don't actually have an option to.
Oh, because you're host.
Is it? Well, I because I didn't join with.
can you just turn the volume all the way down, maybe?
Or, like mute it on the keypad.
Sorry, I'll just back out. It's not actually. Is there still a?
I want to keep talking about the immune system while all this is going on.
If she wants to talk, she can talk.
Yeah, go for it. Let me log out of this one and.
Doesn't miss a chance.
I love it.
Yeah.
You worked fine last week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out which one is that they're hearing it when they're
I
speaking.
wonder if it's just us online.
Yeah.
Because we don't get the echo here this time.
Right. No. And it's just an echo when you talk, right? From
Yeah,
your
if it's just
screen
us
out.
online, and we've already
Okay.
presented, then
Okay, so as long as when you hear us speaking in this room, you don't hear an echo, we'll keep going. And then Valerie, if you run into any issues when you're presenting, we'll readdress it to make sure you're not hearing the echo in your own screen. So we will go around the room here for the rest of the 30 seconds presentations.
Oh, yeah, she did hers. That's right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start it off. And
Okay, I will start it off. Can you guys hear me all right? I'm going to assume yes. I'm Laura Bradford. I am a nature photographer, so I can help you bring nature into your home. I am also marketing for Big Sky Executive Coaching, which Valerie will be talking about here in a minute. And I am the publicity chair for Tuesday Forum. And last week and in previous weeks, I've talked about the value of your profile on our website, that it gets you backlinks, which is valuable as far as Google's concerned, gives you more authority. But I'm now going to talk about our membership drive. 22nd of March, we will be holding our first membership drive for the organization. March is Women's History Month, so the perfect month for us to encourage the growth of our organization, our women's group. I don't think we're quite settled on the location yet, but it will be likely from 6 to 8. we will be doing raffles again, and I don't have all the details. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, and Emily will be doing a presentation on, what was it again, Emily? Your, how to network in 30 seconds, basically your 30-second intro. She's going to give a presentation to kind of give a perspective of what our meetings are often like. Awesome. And I'm sure I went over my 30 seconds. Stop. That's not how you should do it.
We were allowing a little bit of Tuesday forum allowance.
Yeah, I got permission.
Plug. Sue, you can go ahead.
Next.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
You were right there.
Okay, I'm Sue McKay, very cautious person. I sell health insurance. Very cautious person. I work at the Allen Freeman McDonald Agency right up the street here, 141 North Main Street, Brewer. And my primary focus these days, now that I am old, is Medicare. So, you want to talk to me about Medicare? I'm old. Come see me. I'm also the longest continuous member of Tuesday Forum since 1982.
Excellent. There's somebody waiting to be let in, Ginger Coleman.
I think so.
Am I doing this?
Yeah, you are. It is
First time I
just.
picked it up, I expected to be so heavy.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Hello everyone, my name is Marita Jervis. I am your Tuesday Forum Treasurer for the year. I am a bookkeeper and accountant, so this is a very busy time of year for me right now. But that's okay, we will get through this and we will survive. I am one of the ones that will be calling Sue McKay very soon. So until then, if you need to get a hold of me, have any questions with your finances or your taxes, just give me a call. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Angela Ellingwood. I work for Town Square Media. If you need to connect with your ideal customer, I am the one you need to talk to. We do websites, events, as you know, Bangor on Tap coming up, Uncorked, and Beats and Eats is happening this year on the waterfront too. Lots of exciting things finally going on again. And yeah, I'll walk you through what might help you in your business to make all your goals come true.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Crane. I'm the 2022 Tuesday Forum President. I am an investment advisor / financial advisor. I was actually just having a conversation before this started. I've had a lot of people lately ask me, are you okay? Because I don't know if you've noticed, the market has not been great and not been stellar the past, past quarter, essentially. But I always kind of chuckle and laugh and say, yeah, I'm definitely okay, because a lot of people, or all of my people, we've made a plan. And we have a plan, and if you would like one of those plans, come see me, Chelsea Crane.
Good afternoon, Erin with WS Emerson, where we do logo apparel and promotional products. And speaking of events, this is kind of what I did, is I always love bringing something. And one of the things that you want to do is make sure that you have giveaways. And so I have these little tablets. Oh, sorry, ladies, there. And then also these, I love these. These are just little mints. Great way. It's like business card size, so you can really, get a little bang for your buck. That one smells like apple.
It does. I remember that.
And then this one is just something that's been very successful. It's these little just fish and bobbers. I sell it. AAA loves these. That's their sportsman show. So anyways, as you get ready for shows, you want to brand yourself, here we go.
Lured me in with her little cute things.
Oh, geez, look at that. I mean, unintended. I didn't. Hi, Jen Pantine, Memory Maker Photography and Selfie Space. We have been really busy with both businesses, so that is exciting. So my little good referral plug is your website updated, simple headshots, some simple property shots, whatever it is that your business does, make it look fun, make it look fresh. If you need that, or you know someone who does, send them our way.
Didn't even have to ding yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. Laura Sanborn with the State Farm Office in Herman. And I am looking for all of the parents out there with youthful drivers. My kids are a little older, but I still remember the day that I watched my daughter drive out the driveway for the first time on her own. And it's unsettling. And I just want to promote life insurance for those teenagers that are heading out there. I did a quick illustration this morning just to come up with some pricing for a 16-year-old male. It's less than $2 a day to cover them for $50,000 of life insurance. It's extremely economical when they're young, and to look at it in a longer picture and hope that, of course, they live a very long life. That at age 65, they have an option of cashing out at almost $60,000 for death benefits of $75,000. So it's also a retirement account.
Oh, I feel so bad. Give people a little leeway, but then when they get to
Hey everybody, I'm Amy Baldwin with DRA Boston Bradford Real Estate. I'm your local realtor. You know, everyone knows there's a lot going on in the real estate market. There's another shift going on. Inventory is restricted. There are buyers everywhere. You're hearing this everywhere. Steve and I help people both buy and sell. We have listings that are $195,000. We have a listing that's $1.8 million. We help everybody. And one of the listings that we just had, you know, ended up with 24 offers. And can you imagine how do you evaluate that many buyers, more than 100 people through the house? You know, that's what we're here for, both from the buyer, you know, perspective and the seller. Here for you, Amy Baldwin, ERA. So, does this go this way now? Yeah. Okay.
I'm not familiar with Ginger. Is she here as a guest or is she?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure I didn't skip over her.
Okay.
I don't know. Would you like to introduce her and she can do it as well?
I don't know. Ginger, would you like to present yourself?
I can. I'm kind of invited by Robin. I've known her for a couple years, and then I moved away to Florida and came back to Minnesota home. And what do I say? This is my first, so I don't even know what to do.
Plenty good enough. You're welcome to. Any friend of Robin is a friend of ours. So welcome. And
Just tell them what you do. Tell them what you do.
Okay. So I am an optician for an eye doctor. I've been there for just about 10 years. And a year ago, I embarked on a health coaching business. So I have started with that, and I have lost 48 pounds, and I feel amazing, and I am trying to build that business and get more people healthy and find their healthy self, and just walking along with them to find their healthy self, I guess. So
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
All right. So, Emily, are you introducing Valerie or Laura are you introducing?
I would be happy to introduce Valerie. Everybody, this is Valerie, our presenter today. She is my wife, which is the most important role that she plays. But then she's also the coach. We're actually starting her private coaching business. She's been coaching with Tony Robbins for a bazillion years. She's got like thousands of hours in the saddle. And we have a goal this year to stay in her private business. She has private clients already, but we're going to make it official. And we picked a name, Big Sky Executive Coaching. And with that, I'm going to hand it over.
She's still there.
Thank you, Laura. So I can hear myself talk, and I think it's because the big table, like I don't know how to go about this, Laura.
Could you turn the volume down on your computer? I know it's not the best setup, and I don't quite understand why it happens this way. But yeah, you turn
Okay,
the
that's
volume
better.
down on your computer.
I talk with lots of voices in my head anyway, so it's all good. I just want to say I'm really thrilled. I took copious notes as everyone was introducing themselves today, and I'm just thrilled to have the opportunity to introduce myself as a member of the Forum. So thank you for all of this. And I want you to know that my goal is to be able to show up to the Tuesday Forum in person rather than being at home in my boxer shorts. And so I do have a couple slides here today, and just as a placeholder. So, Laura, can you let me share on my screen? No, time is the number one resource. So, my adventure in terms of coaching started about 7 or 8 years ago. I was in my early 50s, and I came to one of those points in life, and probably everybody on the call can resonate with this, where I just needed a change. I reached a point where what I was doing was I was burnt out, and I felt like there was a part of me that was being left on the table. My heart was no longer engaged in what I was doing. And so I had the ability to take a sabbatical, a year off. And in the midst of that sabbatical, I found myself going to a Tony Robbins event. And raise your hands if you have any idea who Tony Robbins is. Well, if you haven't ever listened to him, he's quite amazing. I am very partial to him. I don't resonate with everything that he says, but I will tell you that he has changed my life. And I would say that of the things that happened to me in my life, having him as one of my mentors, it has been one of the pivot points. And so the adventure started with him about 2016, when my brother actually lives 8 minutes from me. And let me back up and say that I grew up here in Maine, in Greenville. And when I got my master's degree at the University of Maine, I was educated as a teacher, but I was one of those kids that went to college to keep playing basketball. I really didn't go there to learn. I went there to keep doing what I loved, which was sports. So by the time I had a master's degree, I'm like, okay, now what am I going to do? And so my journey began. I joined the Air Force, and I had a 10-year career as an officer. I spent about 20 some years in the nonprofit world as a consultant and a fundraiser. And I did a little stint in there as a stockbroker. So, I know that there's some folks on the call that, that are in the financial space. My heart is with you as we go through this period of time that we're going through right now. I've been there, I understand. And a plan is a really great idea. So this coaching adventure really was me fully understanding and appreciating who I had been my whole life, if that makes sense. It seems like I was always coaching, whether I was a supervisor in the Air Force or I was in the nonprofit world. I was always listening for, and I credit my mom for this. She always saw me as bigger than I saw myself. And so the reason that I'm in coaching, and the reason that I love it so much, and the reason that Laura and I are going to, cast our wings into Big Sky Coaching, is that I love helping successful people like yourselves. I like helping you figure out what the next adventure is. And in terms of the next adventure, it's often defined as, how can I have more time, more money, and more freedom? Because when I work with successful people, and I've got 15,000 hours of working with people one-on-one. So there's a lot of time in the saddle here. And the themes of the people that I work with are that wherever they are right now, they have this sense that there's something more. They're not always quite sure how to get it, and they're not always quite sure what's preventing them from having it. And so what I like to do is saddle up beside them and go on the adventure together, why this slide is so meaningful to me. Like, I don't need any other slides, my friends. That's it. It's an adventure. And the thing I know about all of us is that, and Tony Robbins was the person that planted the seed in my mind. He said that 80% of our results in life come from our ability to manage our emotional state. And so if you were to work with me, that's one of the first things that we focus on is, what are the emotional states that you would have to master in order to get more time, more money, and more freedom? And what we know about human beings, that most human beings only have a cursory ability to look at this piece of their lives. And if we look at the masses out there, and this is a successful group of women, right? If we look at the masses out there, most people, and Tony Robbins says this over and over and over again, he says most people are just doing every day the same way that they did the day before, right? It's just like Groundhog Day every day. And so lots of people don't have, they don't have this belief. And if you don't, I want you to check in with yourself and see if you have this belief. I have a belief that I have to grow and improve every day that I'm alive. I have that belief. Another belief that I have to have is I will stay resourceful. I will keep looking for ways. Whatever it is that I say I want, I'll keep looking for ways to get it. And then the last belief that I would have to have is that I already have what it takes. I have the power within me to get to the next level. So if you're on a ladder, which we all are in life, and the top of the ladder is someday, and we're somewhere on the ladder right now. So what life is what happens between today, where we are, and our journey towards the top of the ladder. And so the question in coaching is, do you know what the top of the ladder is for you? It's a pretty big question. Another way to ask it, and so what I'm showing you a little bit today is the flavor of what a coaching experience can be like. And as I said before, who I like to work with, and so you may have some of this in your own life, or you may have other people that are are living they're comfortable, but they're comfortable, and when they talk, they say, I see that I want these things, but there's no action to get from here to there. And I want the people that are tired of talking about it and ready to do the work, if that makes sense. So I'll tell you one of my favorite stories about a client. I've had clients from all over the world, and I currently have clients all over the world. And my favorite one, and it's bad for a coach to have a favorite client, but I do. He's French. He lives in San Francisco. And he has a full-time job at Amazon. So if you know anything about Amazon, he's a level 7 at Amazon, which is, the salary for them is about $500,000 a year. And he has a successful Airbnb portfolio, 23 properties, all scattered all over the world, 23 Airbnb properties. And so this guy, he's been with me for 3 years, and he says, Coach, here's my plan for the year. And he sends me this spreadsheet. And I go, great. I said, so this spreadsheet shows me that you already know how you're going to accomplish your goals this year. I said, that's super. I said, so now would you add something onto this sheet that you don't know how to do? Would you add something? And I said, because until you add something, there's no growth in your plan. You won't grow. It's project management, my friend. And so he came away from the call, and he came to his call next time and he says, Coach, I think you're going to be proud of me. I think I found something. And I said, oh yeah, let me have it. And I was totally figuring that he had found something else that was manageable for him. And he didn't. He surprised me. And I was so happy. He says, I'm going to swim the English Channel. And some of you may know this story because Laura likes to tell the story. But he says, I'm going to swim the English Channel. And in the moment, I was so excited for him because his adventure is my adventure. Can you get that? His adventure is my adventure. In the moment, before I could filter what was going on my head, I said, you do that, I'll be there. Right? And like after I said that, I go, oh shit, I just made a commitment to my client that says, if he's going to swim the English Channel, I'm going to be there. A year and a half later, Laura and I went to England this year for him, and he did it. And in that decision, right? So if you want this to be valuable for you, and I want this to be valuable for you today is the day where you could make one new decision, right? Like my client did. One new decision about something that has maybe these three qualities, okay? That when you think about what could come from this decision, it's exciting to you. It's also important to you. So when you make a decision like this, like my client decided to swim the English Channel, it was already important. So his health and wellness was already important to him. So it's totally congruent with who he is. So exciting and important and congruent to you. And then here's the clincher. The third piece is it must scare you a little. It must scare you. And so when you think about doing this, that little voice, the shitty committee in your head says, oh, don't say that out loud because I really don't want to do that. Right? So does anybody on the call, is there anybody that could raise their hand and say you've already thought of something? Anybody? Edie, what you got?
Well, I'm a widow now, and for 2 years it'll be on just a couple of days, March 3rd. And I have a sort of a fantasy of going on the Sea Shepherd, which is used to be a part of Greenpeace.
Yeah.
And I've studied and worked with dolphins mainly and whales for most of my adult life. And they're all vegans. I've met them. Anyway, I think about going on the Sea Shepherd for like a year.
Wow, I love that, Edie. And I'm curious, Edie, do you ever think about meeting your future self, like a version of you 10 years down the road? What would she say to that idea you have?
I think she'd like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be adventurous, and now I'm just managing bureaucratic stuff. I mean, not just, but it takes a good amount of my time and attention, and I'm trying to get enthusiastic about it, but it's not what I love.
Yeah. So here's my hallucination is that she's saying, do it. And you're busy telling her to be quiet. Great job. Yeah. So there's an example, right? Edie could this week as a challenge, right? She was my client. Edie could this week take one action that would be the equivalent of throwing her hat over the wall, her favorite hat. So she had to go get it. Like it's you Tony Robbins says it's your burn the boats moment. When there's no way that decision you made isn't going to be something that's going to get your attention. No other possibility is possible. So what would you do? What would be an action?
Well, I could contact them.
Yeah, great job. Now, I think you got a flavor for why I do what I do when I do it. And my people are your people. I like people that want more. I like people that are already successful. If I had to put like a label on it, you want more time, you want more money, and you want more freedom. And when you check out, right? Because there's two things that we can't avoid, death and taxes, right? So when you check out, if there's somebody saying, how'd you do, right? That you didn't leave anything on the table, right? That you're not going out with any regrets, that you gave it your all. The whole, you played full out, if you will, right? So I just want to say that I want to just share this again, that people who work with coaches have to have these 3 beliefs. There's a whole lot more that they have to have, but when you hire somebody like myself, you have to be committed. You have to have said, I'm going on this journey and I'm not turning back. You have to say, I don't know what I don't know. And my coach can see what I can't see, can hear what I can't hear. And that I will find a way. I will, if I get stuck, I will find a way. I will not give up. Okay, does anybody have any questions?
I just think, I mean, that was amazing. And I think what really resonated with me is that you're making a point that it's okay to want more. I feel like people get to a certain level of success even, and they feel guilty about wanting more. Like they should be content with what they have. But being able to realize that it's okay, it's not a bad thing to want more and to do more and to still learn and have goals and do these things. So that's really amazing, and I love your energy, and I mean, just absolutely wonderful. So thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
second the part. I
Yeah,
second
you're
the part
welcome.
about the energy. However, based on your sharing your friend's income at a level 7, I am committed, I am coachable, and I am resourceful. My husband's a level 6. I think we need to get him to a 7.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to work up Chelsea.
Yes.
So if you remember Maslow and his hierarchy of needs.
Yes.
Okay. So when I have someone guilt and wanting more, I point out that our soul knows when we're not climbing the ladder to what's possible for ourselves. So at the very top of our hierarchy of needs is this thing called self-actualization. And my hallucination is that if we know that we're not using our gifts to the extent that we could, that we're not self-actualized. And when you know you're not self-actualized, it actually works against your psychology. It drains you of energy when you know that you're not stepping up to your own potential. Yeah.
I think I read that first. Well, you probably have read this book because everybody in finance has to read it at some point in their life, of Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yes.
And he makes the point that, from a money standpoint, he says greed gets a bad rap. Like, you're told you shouldn't be greedy, you shouldn't want more, you shouldn't do this. But really, it's kind of, you know, it's not always bad to want more, to do more, and to help other people along the way as you are doing more.
That's right.
So yeah, that makes a great point.
That's right. My equation for my clients is if I have more, I can give more. If I have more, I can be more. Yeah. Anybody else have a
Absolutely.
question?
Valerie, thank you so much. That presentation was amazing. I'm a huge fan of Tony Robbins, and so I was really looking forward to your talk today. So thank you for inspiring us. My question for you is, what do you do with a client who has so many things that they want to do that how do you bring them clarity to get it really narrowed down? Because in today's economy, we're all being told niche down, niche down. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, so I hope you can see my board here.
Yep, we can see that.
Okay, so what I have my, an exercise that I have my clients do is that if you work with me, you have to know what your top 3 results are that you're after in your life this year. And so if they don't know, what I have them do is get a stack of index card and write all the goals or results that they have, 1 result per card. And then I say, okay, now you have to make a pyramid out of all your cards. And inevitably, there's 3 cards that will be at the top of the pyramid. And so they'll have to think through, if I only had so much time and so much energy, and these 3 things were the things that were non-negotiable, those would be my top ones. And so I don't care if they have 100 goals. I care that they're making massive progress towards the top 3. So that's how I go about it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I've actually witnessed that where a gentleman at Husson University did that with my daughter, but it was with just words.
Yep.
Not her goals. It was quite interesting. So, and being an occupational therapist, we're a huge fan of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So thank you so much for also agreeing to speak at short notice. We kind of didn't give you much time, so thank you. And I believe I'm going to be reaching back out to you again because we have a personal development section in our later on in the year. So I'll be reaching out to you to see if you're interested in being one of our presenters for personal development.
I look forward to it. And can I just, I just want to give a little bit of, I want to share that what you're doing is important to me. We live in like a rural community outside of Bangor, and because of the current schedule that I have, I sometimes only see one other living human being, which is Laura. I love her to bits, right? But having a group of people that are growth minded and entrepreneurial, for me to be able to visit with is like, it's lifeline. And so if it were my dream, I would want every entrepreneur in Maine to be able to join something like this. It's huge. Huge.
Okay, is that, I'm assuming by that pause that we're done with questions?
I wanted to just say it was wonderful. I loved it. I love the humanness of it. You're very kind of, accessible, and, we can, you're a human being. I love that. And I guess, if you have a client with a fear, a goal that scares them, maybe, I can't quite imagine it seems like I would have to work at that a bit gradually. Did you, in your own experiences learning with Tony Robbins, kind of have something that was, you couldn't figure out how to do it, but you got through emotionally gradually?
Very, very great question, Edie. When I found out that my job interview working for Tony was 4.5 months long, and it was experiential. So they were testing to see who I was, right? And they put me in lots of different situations to see how I reacted and how I spoke and what questions I asked and how I followed through, and like really intense process. And then once I was hired and I began working with Tony's clients, I was scared to death. I was scared, right? And here's somebody who had lived 55 years and I've been all over the world in my careers and done many scary things, but I was scared, right? And it was just another human being on the other end of the phone, and I was scared. And what I know is that repetition's a mother of skill, and fear is my friend until it stops me. So if I'm afraid, it means that I'm growing. So I welcome it. I welcome it.
Okay.
Does that make sense, Edie?
Yeah, I'm really going to try to rise to the occasion. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. One of the things I often say to my clients when I'm hanging up the phone is, do something that scares you today.
Yeah, well, Sea Shepherd doesn't scare me. It's the things I have to clear before then that scare me because they're not my strength.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much. It was wonderful.
Yeah, you're welcome, Edie.
Yeah, I used to have a basketball coach that would get mad at us if we were doing too well in practice, because he said that if we were not making mistakes, we were not pushing ourselves hard enough. And that was like really weird to try to overcome, that it's okay to be afraid, it's okay to make mistakes, but when it comes down to it, you have your team and your resources to fall back on and to help you. So Edie, definitely like look for some resources and some people that can help you on those things that you don't know how to wrap up or do, because I'm sure there's lots of people, especially us, that would be more than happy to help you with anything you need.
Yes, and one of our members, Lynn Tebow, with her financial consulting for women, I'm her practice client. So she's helped me tremendously and I recommend her so much. And I really trust Marita too, to help me, get going with that part. So you all are a wonderful resource. Just your energy is wonderful.
Okay, shall we wrap things up? Any other questions, comments?
Do we have to do business thing really quick?
I do want to point out that all of that pushing things
I'll
to,
do it next week.
Once you achieve something, you got to strive for something higher. That's, I need a little pity because I go in and I wash the dishes. And I did the dishes. She's like, yeah, but did you do anything more? It sucks. You just don't understand.
Okay, when I do the dishes, it is a big deal because I hate them, I dread them. I'm like, I've never had a dishwasher. I have to do them by hand. Come on now.
Everything's easier with two. Just throwing that out there.
So you had a shout out that you wanted to do.
I did. I was at Danielle's meditation Monday, and if you have not done it, I literally had no expectations when I went there. I've done a lot of yoga. I've done a yoga teacher training years ago. I do it mostly for myself, and I just haven't done. I made the mistake of telling Danielle that I actually been doing some meditation, but on the way to work in my car. And she's like, "No, that's not what." So I really took that hour. And I kind of dreaded the hour because I was like, whoa, I gotta sit there for an hour. And I used to be really good at it, but now if you're out of sync with meditating, it's hard. And it went by so fast, and it was such a nice atmosphere. I can't say enough about it. I'm so thankful. I feel so much better than I did yesterday. Thank you, Danielle, again.
Thank you so much for coming. It was so fun. So fun.
Robin, I'm just now seeing that you had your hand up on your screen. Is there something you wanted to add really quick?
Yes, I just wanted to thank Valerie. I'm sorry I missed some of it. I had people that needed things right while I'm trying to hear all your wonderful goodness. But thank you for being here and sharing today. I appreciate it so much. We all do. Thank you, Ginger, my dear friend. I'm so glad you messaged me again to pop in. And yes, what's really cool is with Zoom, it's not just local in Maine anymore. We can have anybody join from anywhere. So we'd love to have you. If you're interested, if you have any questions, if I don't know them, I can steer you to the right person. All right, thank you.
So the quote that I picked to end today actually goes really well with everything Valerie just talked about too, as far as adventure and kind of taking it one step at a time. But it's from the book, The 5 a.m. Club, which if you've never read, go read it. It's amazing. Tiny daily wins and iterations stack into outcomes of excellence over the long term. So consistency, keep doing those little things that scare you every single day. Long term, you will definitely thank you.
Nice.
All right, awesome. Bye, guys. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Seems like it was about her story about the level 7